Welcome to another edition of Fire. I'm your host, Taylor Thomas, and I am here with the phenomenal songstress, Maysa.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Now, where
honey.
are you checking in from? Because your background looks gorgeous.
Oh,
Oh
this is
my,
my kitchen. This is my kitchen where I do, I do on Sunday nights. I do something called Mace's Kitchen Karaoke Sundays at
I
7:30 p.m.
heard about that. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going to jump right into it, right? So we know that you're from Baltimore,
hmm
and your career, what really got it to the next level?
Wow. I think when I auditioned for Stevie Wonder in 1991, he came to sing with the Morgan State University Choir.
Okay.
My best friend was already singing with him, and she asked him, could I audition? And I auditioned and passed the audition, but I asked Stevie, could I finish my degree? I had 1 year left. I said, can I finish my degree and then move to California to sing? And then he said, cool. He said, that's a good idea. No problem. And I graduated, gave my parents the degree, and I moved to California. And he was working on the Jungle Fever project with Spike Lee.
Yes.
And that's my first gig I had professionally.
No,
It's just been amazing since
I
then.
love the fact that you said, I mean, most people wouldn't have made that choice. You said,
Right.
finish
Right.
my degree.
Uh-huh.
Here, mom and dad, I'm giving you what you want. Now I'm going to go do what I can do, right?
Right, exactly. That was the whole because they had sacrificed so much for me to go to school, and I wanted to make sure they were proud and happy that I finished school.
So, Mesa, we have a lot of people all over the country, all ages, that aspire to get to the level of where you are. At what point do you decide that this is your path? Maybe it's not, or to have a plan
Mhm.
B or C?
I think for the most part, the Plan B thing never happened. Uh, I've been blessed to go from one thing to the next. So I went from Stevie Wonder to auditioning over the phone to sing with Incognito, and they moved me to England, and I lived there 4.5 years. And then while I was on tour with Incognito, a man named Carl Griffin from GRP Records walked up to me after the show and said, "Are you ready for your solo career?" And I was like, "Okay." And so from that point, I started my solo career. So I've been doing Incognito and my solo career at the same time throughout the years, and now next year is going to be my 30th anniversary in the music industry.
How do you define yourself? And that's a question I know you might be like, no one's ever asked me that, or that's a weird question. But,
Mhm.
outside has one view. And if you had to say what you are to see if people get it, what would you say you are? What's Mesa? Who's Mesa?
Wow. As far as music concerned, musically, yes,
Yes.
I sing. I'm a jazz funk soul singer. That's what I want to be known as. Those three things, and I love jazz music. I love funk music. I love soul music. So those three combined are really important to me.
Is there anyone on your wish list of working with that you'd like to
Wow.
have off soon?
Kim would be
Oh,
nice.
what? Oh, that would
Yeah.
be amazing to
And
see.
also Sade and Jill Scott.
What?
Getting close to working with Jill Scott. I hope it's getting close. So hopefully one day we work soon. But all my, people in the industry, my friends that I haven't worked with yet, so many of them, but I think it's going to be on the horizon pretty soon.
So now we need to talk about this 14th album.
hmm
14?
Yeah, 14th solo album.
Wow, that is
Yeah,
huge. That
and
is
that's
now,
amazing.
that album is Music for Your Soul, right? That's the title.
Yep. Yeah,
Music
it's
for
going to be the title. Yeah, because I just made a decision yesterday. It's so amazing. Music for Your Soul was supposed to be an EP, kind of to usher us in. It's supposed to come out in January around New Year's and kind of usher us into the new decade, into 2020 and all that good stuff. And then COVID happened and everything like stopped. So what I'm doing now is that I'm just going to make this my full blown 14th record now. So I'm going to keep working on it.
What's that process like? And I'll ask you also want you to think about in the midst of COVID-19. So obviously you put it together before COVID-19 hit, but what's the
Mhm.
process like to decide, to put out an EP?
I think for the most part, I just thought it was going to be something special, just a 6 song thing where people would, just to talk about and kind of relate to the audience that it's time for us to build on our dreams and stuff and focus because that's what 2020 is, seeing in focus. So that's what that was all about. So now, for the album, the whole album is going to encompass songs that are about love, about the future. I'm known for a song called Deep Waters.
Yes,
And that song, that
90.
song that I've been singing for since what 1992. Yeah, a long time. And so I don't feel the same way. Like I've been singing it for so long, and it's very emotional for me when I sing it on stage and stuff. But something is changing, like in me as far as like my focus. And so I want to kind of change it to where I speak about the man that's going to come into my life and I'm going to be with. Even at 54 years old, I'm still waiting for that special person. And so I just want to talk him and speak him into existence. And so that's why this next album is going to be about who and loving somebody and being with them in a lot of spiritual things and where I am in my life, period.
You talked about 2020 being the year of change. Also, it's a big election year
Oh
that
yeah.
we're talking about. In fact, we're in the midst, it's the last day of the DNC.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts about this? The call to vote, the urge from leaders on both sides of the aisle and
Mhm,
both parties or all three parties
mhm.
to get people out and register to vote, especially the minorities. Minorities.
Well, I think we need more of an initiative to convince people because I think at this point we have to convince people because I think a lot of people think that um, we're in a place in our country where there's not going to be an honest result.
Mhm.
So, in order to get closer to what I feel like the majority of people want, I think the majority of people in this country, I hope and pray, want us to make a change in the administration. Period. So I think that it's really important that we get out. I think it's important that we get the young people out, and I think they will because we saw, this year that they protest in strong numbers and very passionate and compassionately. So we have to focus on the young people and also make sure that older people see because we're going to have an issue with the mail-in ballots and because of the situation we're in. I myself will have a face mask and a shield and gloves and everything I need to do and stand in line for as long as I need to make sure and I do my part to make this happen, make this change happen. And I just hope that everybody else does the same. I just think we just need to really, really, this is not even a joke, not playing the game. We have to really hunker down and really get everybody to get out and mail in the ballots, get them to deliver it to you, take it to the polling places, whatever we have to do, you know, to circumvent any kind of cheating, I should say.
What issues are important to you, Mesa, or the people that live in your community?
Wow, the issues that are important. Well, the main issue is that we have support for people who need it. Um, I would just talk for myself. My main issues are not having children in cages at any time. That should be eradicated immediately. That should not ever happen. Um, I want, of course, more money going into the communities to help. I'm not one of those people that says defund the police. I don't think we definitely need the police, but I think we should also use money in a better way. So uh, I think we should put the money in our communities a lot more to keep children busy, to keep them active so that they won't fall into these terrible situations and gangs and all that kind of stuff. We need support for people who need food and need focus. We need programs to help people get started. We need to teach kids about how to manage money and how to make money, how to be an entrepreneur, how to do different things. So I think we need to change a lot it's a lot we need to change, but I just hope that with this next administration that we will possibly get there.
What are your feelings about Black Lives Matters and the protests and marching and gatherings?
We need it. We need the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm concerned about the people who are not who are coming to agitate the situation and take the focus off what we're trying to say or what is trying to be said. That's really important to me that has to stop. Looting and we understand we understand why people loot. We understand that some people do it out of pure selfishness. We understand people do it out of anger, but we have to kind of figure out how to get around that and get back to the peaceful protesting that these young people started in the beginning of this year, earlier this year, and also for the teachers of Dr. King and all that. So we have to figure out a better way to make it happen.
So do you still have a level of hope in your heart for where this country can go? And I ask that as an artist. because I think that artists like yourself, you kind of see beyond what may be going on right now. So do you still have that glimmer of hope or that feeling of hope?
I do. I absolutely do. I know that there's. I sing a song. I covered Pat Benatar's song "Love Is a Battlefield,"
Yes.
and I did that for political reasons because um, I know that we are in a serious battle. Of course, it's been this way since the beginning of time, but right now we can all see that we're in a serious battle between love and hate, and so I know that there are many more people in the world who want love to win. And so we just have to band together. We have to ignore all the noise, all the, what they say, what is really fake news, and not what they're saying is fake news, but the real fake news. And we need to understand that we have the power. The people have the power. And we have the power to make the government the way we want it to be. It's supposed to be for the people. Then we have to do that. We have to get rid of greed. If anybody says, money is the root of all evil, no, it's the lack of compassion, lack of morals. It's the love of money is the root of all evil to me. And I think that if we could just change the world in that way, just if we could all stick together and know that we all should be there to help each other. We should be there to love and help each other. I don't know why that seems to be so hard for people. And greed seems to be the basis of all of that.
You're kind of taking me full circle because you were talking about your 14th album named Music for Your Soul, being about love and how you're speaking into existence your partner, who, the man that will be at your side. So, I'm going to ask you to sing a little later.
Okay.
I was inspired before because if you hear some tings, people are texting me, are you going to ask her to sing? Yes. Ask Maysa to sing. So I'm definitely going to have you sing. So your 14th album, but now you have a song that's coming out tomorrow. Loving You is Easy, right?
Loving You is Easy.
Loving You is Easy. Coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yep. Oh yeah, it's my third single from my album. From the album too, but also the third single on my new record label, Blue Velvet Soul Records.
Whoa, and you know what? You just breezed over that. We got to touch on that too. Okay, so now are you feeling like singing anything from this album, or you want to take us back a little bit? Deep Water, Don't Worry About a Thing.
Oh wow, I could do let me see if I could do let me find it. I could do either Deep Waters, I could do Love Is a Battlefield, I could do a lot.
You know what? I'm going to let you choose because I want it to come from that the part of what you're feeling today. So don't make me cry today, though. I think I might take you back a little bit and do Deep Waters. Let me see. I think that'd be cool. Let's see. That is it.
Come on, honey. Let me see if I can find it though. No, I got it in here. Sorry. Here we go.
No,
come on.
Live
just anything to stress me out. Just because I chose it, I had other ones lined up. I had the other songs lined up already.
By Maysa, who I just asked if you just sing a song for me. So
okay, here we go. Hope you can hear it. The song is very old, about 28 years old, I think. Is it a crime for me to be feeling this way? I'm going out of my mind, and there's no change from my runaway love. Is it a dream? Yeah. That I'm throwing in the wishing well. I'm losing control, body and soul. Oh yes, standing here waiting for a train that may never come. I saw the signs, I read the book, I should have had a second look. 'Cause boy, you caught me dreaming. And there were times you'd come around and we'd agree just to be friends. Tell me who was fooling? Ooh, deep waters, I'm drowning. Deep waters, slowly drowning me. Deeper, deep waters, I'm drowning in. Deep waters, slowly drowning in. Deeper. What can I say, baby, where words have failed me before? What do I do when I'm feeling so blue? And there's no place for me to run and hide. Under the sun, inside your smile, and wish for more than just a while. 'Cause boy, you caught me dreaming, dreaming. A giant step into the dark. We knew caution to the wind. Tell me who was fooling? Ooh, deep waters, I'm drowning, yeah. Deep waters, slowly drowning in. Deeper, deep waters, I'm drowning in. Deep waters, slowly drowning in. Deeper, 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 yeah. I'm drowning in. Deep sugar, yeah. Deep, deep waters, baby. I'm drowning in. Deep sugar, yeah. Deep, oh, see ya, da 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 da. Baya do body, da 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 da. Baya do body, see ya, go baya do body, da da di. Boba da da di di, sa da di da di di, ba da di da di, ba da di da. So deep da, deep waters, I'm drowning, baby. Deep waters, yeah. Slowly drowning, deeper, deep waters. I'm drowning.
Maysa, Maysa, no, seriously. You, you have that talent and that voice. You make someone like me think I can sing, and you start singing, and you're like, whoa, whoa, stop, stop. I mean, you sound like the record, and you're in the open air. You're in, I don't know, living room or part of your kitchen. It
Thank
is.
you.
I love that song. I love that
Thank
song.
you.
Where do you go mentally when you're singing that on stage?
Wow. Go back to this. Actually, I'll go right back to the studio where we recorded it. I remember being so emotional during the whole thing. We had to stop and start a little bit. And I remember when the first take, I went out to booth, and Bluey and the other producer, Richard Bull, they were crying. And so I was like, wow, this is something powerful. I felt the power. And sometimes I go back to my relationship also and think about the times that were the hard parts, But then, like I said, I'm trying to change the narrative on this a little bit, trying to make it into a little happy thing. So the good thing about it is that I was deeply in love, and it felt really good, and the good times were really good times.
So when you write, and I seem to ask some type of question like this for most of the artists when I interview them, when you write about something that's so personal in your life, like how do you put that on paper without telling all your business?
I tell all my business. And then, but here's what happened. I know I told there's a song called "Take Me Away" where I had just started dating this guy, and we went away. I had a gig in Rehoboth Beach Jazz Festival, and we drove up there, and it was so romantic and so sweet, and and it was just so nice. And I remember everything, word for word. So I just put it down exactly how I was feeling. Like, how you doing, baby? I just called 'cause I'm so excited, baby. I've been thinking, but when we drove to Rehoboth Beach, your loving was so good and your kisses so sweet, baby. Like that kind of stuff. So I just put it out there. It just comes to me. I don't know, some of the melody, the lyrics, sometimes come to me both at the same time. Sometimes the melody comes first. Sometimes the lyrics come first. So it depends.
So, and that's a great kind of thought when I think about writing. So I'm not that person, obviously, to write songs. So did someone teach you how to do it? Because obviously there's a way in which to do it.
I don't know. I learned just from experience, just driving in the car or something like that. It just comes to me and I just write it out mostly, or I sing it into my a voice memo on the phone, or back in the day I sang it to a cassette player recorder. Back in the olden days.
I just love it. So again, we said that tomorrow, Loving You is
It was
Easy
easy.
tomorrow. And then your 14th album.
Probably the end of the year, I think. Probably maybe I would say January, to be honest with you, because it's going to take a little bit of time to get all the songs together. I need to go to California to record the studio, and I need to do some more stuff. So
We mentioned this in the beginning about the effects of COVID or us being in the middle of a pandemic. How has that changed your life short of not touring?
it's changed it in not a good way. I miss touring. I miss going on the road. I miss interacting with people and hugging people and doing meet and greets and signing CDs afterwards. And COVID has affected all of my income. This is all I know how to do. I don't know how to do anything else. So selling, making music and making songs, it's the only way now. A lot of us in the music industry relied on live music to keep us going because people aren't really buying music anymore. Some do, but for the most part, the streaming thing is not for us, to be honest. And so the ability to go on the road, do concerts, and then sell your merchandise afterward is a lost income for us. So it's so many things. I drove to the airport the other day just to go to the airport. I haven't been in 5 months. I just wanted to see what it's like to go to the airport again, And I had the urge to pack. Like I feel like I'm just gonna pack a suitcase. Like I used to go. I'm so used to everything, just run, and I was always on the go. And so now it's just so different. And I enjoyed being home for a little while. It was nice at the beginning. I'm so sorry that people have been sick and passed away from this. But a lot of my musician friends, it made us slow down, made us sit down, sit still for a minute, which a lot of us needed.
Did you rediscover anything about you, your family, your friends during this time?
No, I enjoy them more. I do enjoy most of them more. Some of them gets to get on my nerves. But for the most of them, for the most part, oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. Yep. Okay, there we go. Yeah, for the most part, I've enjoyed everybody. It's given me more time, especially more time with my son, because he's doing college from home, so that's a good thing. So I get to spend time all day with him.
That's great.
Yeah, and
you mentioned you went to Morgan, correct?
Yeah, I went to Morgan.
Yeah, you went to Morgan. Okay.
Yeah, I graduated from Morgan in 1991, a long time ago.
So now, you born and raised in Baltimore?
Yeah, and I lived in London for 4.5 years. I lived in California for the first year, not even the whole year, probably I'll say 10 months. And then I got the call to go to Incognito. Then I moved to London for 4.5 years. And then in 1994, when my father got sick, I came home to take care of my mom. He passed. And so I've been home ever since.
Wow, and it's nothing like being home.
Mhm.
As soon as we get through, hey Pam Matthews, you're one of my favorite artists. When are you coming to Atlanta? Your song
Oh, wow.
Smile.
Oh Lord, as soon as possible. I had a show lined up in Atlanta already, and we had to cancel everything. But hopefully, when all this is clearing up, I can get up there as soon as possible.
What's the 2 things that you want to do once we get through this pandemic? We're claiming
Ooh,
already. What are the two things that you will absolutely do as soon as we get through this pandemic?
just go to work. Get on the airplane and go to work. That's it. That's all I want to do. I just want to go to work really badly. I miss everybody. I miss working. I miss making money. I miss all of that stuff. So that's my first two things.
Now, is this because you're home, you're with your son, you're seeing life in a different perspective because you're at home? So,
Hmm.
are you writing songs now? Or things coming to mind
Yeah,
through
they
this?
are.
They
Yeah,
are.
yeah, a lot of stuff is coming to my mind right now. It's kind of jumbled up in my head. I'm kind of having like a writer's block a little bit right now. I know what I want to talk about. I know, the songs that I want to do, but um, I'm just taking I guess I have time. So I guess it's because, before when I was doing these albums before, the first 13 albums, I was always on a deadline. I was always on, got to finish, got to finish. And now not having a deadline is kind of weird. And so I think, uh, I don't know, I got to fix that. So I think soon I know I have some songs in my head. Some songs are close to being done. And so I think I'm just taking my time this time. And I'm gonna focus more now on is my physical, my weight loss and my health. I've been able to focus on that. So I'm finally losing some weight and getting healthy and getting disciplined on in things that I needed to do, like walking every day and doing some exercising and stuff like that with my trainer. I had to go back to my trainer eventually. We've been off for.
Congratulations. That's a big deal, especially when you say it publicly. I think
Mhm,
all women at
mhm.
some point of their life, we individually, whether people say, "Girl, you look good," it doesn't
Right,
even matter what people think. It's how I feel. So
right.
I think,
Absolutely.
and I'm hearing now that there's the 15 or 20 pound gain due to COVID with
Right.
women eating. And I literally I think I'm going on my third week. I did for first time ever, I did a juice cleanse.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm on my second week of eating just vegetables, which has been
Oh,
I love
wow.
vegetables, but it's been hard not doing it.
Right.
But girl, I feel so good.
See,
I
that's the thing. You look beautiful too. And that's the thing. You can tell you've been taking care of yourself because it's you shine like that. And so that's what I want. I want the way I'm taking care of myself to show on the outside, not just only because I'm, not for the industry, not for anything. I did a lot of that worrying about the music industry and all that stuff. But right now it's because I want to live longer. So I'm doing intermittent fasting, which has been fantastic
heard great
because
things.
I'm able to this is it's like a form of discipline that I'm glad I finally got the hang of, and I'm really proud of that part.
Yeah, I was talking to my daughter, she's 15, and one
Mhm.
of the habits that I had to break because my parents, they would eat 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night.
Right.
And I already know this, Mesa. I eat when I'm happy, I eat when I'm sad. That's a lot of eating. I do. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want let's do dinner. Happy birthday. Let's do, I mean, so I'm always about food and I love my
Right.
sweet. So that discipline word has really been something now. Like, so I'm eating to live, not just to comfort
Right.
myself or because
Right.
I'm bored. So that's kind of
Right.
so you talked a little bit about relationships. So I'm
Mhm.
assuming now that you're maybe not in one. So
No,
have you ever thought of doing the dating thing and the apps? Has any of that? I mean, how
I
do you
can't. I'm
date?
scared of that. I am so scared of that. I can't do it.
How do you find a companion being Mesa? Because when you're out, aren't you working? I mean, isn't
Right.
that
For the
is
most
tough.
part, and like most of my relationships have been with men I've been working with.
Okay.
One was my personal trainer. One was the few have been men that I've absolutely, musicians and stuff like that. So I've never rarely dated anyone who wasn't a musician or wasn't, somehow connected to me like my trainer was. So I don't know. And I don't go anywhere but Walmart and Home Goods.
Now all the brothers hear you. They're like, okay, we're going to Walmart. We're going to Home Depot. So if you had to describe your the man that you feel you need in your life, right?
Wow.
What Tell me some of the characteristics about him. Like, what do you? I mean, and I'm assuming you'll pick and choose from past people that you liked what they did.
Mhm.
Who would that describe him for us?
I want him to be a God-loving man. I want him to be compassionate and very a sweet person. I want him to be sociable and be a kind of hermit at the same time, like want to be home and want to be out too. Depends. I want him to just be a nice person. I just want him to be nice to me, for the most part. I want him to have a purpose, have a career, or a job that he loves, or somebody to have, something that I don't know. I just want him to be good, a good person. That's all I want. I'm not looking for a whole lot. I think it'd be easy on the eyeballs. It'd be nice. But other than that,
Do you have any celebrity crush out there if you could pick and choose? And
oh,
I've already
Idris Elba.
chosen.
I was like,
But
Idris Elba, Idris Elba.
it's fine. No,
Oh
no,
my
I already
God.
chose him. Yeah, put that disclaimer out, right?
Okay.
Shout outs, by the way, to his beautiful wife. But
Yeah,
anyone,
right.
you had to
Respect,
put
respect.
if you had a celebrity crush, who would it be on?
Yeah, yeah, him and who else? It's a lot. Oh my
They
gosh.
are right.
I have a lot. Some I can't even say because they, I know them, and I don't want to say their names. I wouldn't dare say their names. See, I don't know Idris Elba, so that's why I threw him out there. But some other ones, musicians that I know, like I wouldn't dare.
Okay.
I'm scared.
That's fair. I had to throw Idris Elba out there. And look, and I'm also going to put out there. I hope that they make a decision to make him the new James Bond. But that's on a note. So we want to talk now about Blue Velvet Soul Records. That is your label that you created in 2018.
Yep, I started it. I just thought I had done quite a few records, 13 albums 13 albums that I didn't own. And I know that one day, so you never know when one of the songs that you have written or performed could be like in some big commercial or big movie or something like that, and you don't really reap the benefits you would reap if you owned the song. And I just think that for my son and any future grandchildren I may have, I wanted them to have mailbox money. I wanted them to have a legacy that mom and grandma left, something good and positive. And ownership and owning myself and and making all decisions and trusting my instinct is really important to me.
Maysa, having your own label outside of controlling what you just said, tell me or talk to me a little bit about what you've learned in the business, why, obviously, outside of making money, why you decided to do this. Because you hear a lot of people doing that, and just there's a message for people, whether they're in the industry or not. You said something that hit me, and it's ownership.
Yeah, ownership. Ownership
Not
is
rent, but
important.
ownership.
Right. Ownership is important because you don't want to do all the work like I've done, do all the work and not benefit fully from it. Uh, whether you're in the music industry or not, owning yourself, period, is really important. And it's like like I said before, it's part of your legacy. It's part of something that you want to leave your mark on this world. That's how you do it. That's one of the ways you can do
So
it.
maybe in business, and I've been working for radio stations for over 20 plus years. We've
Mhm,
had all sorts of different stories from different artists. And,
mhm,
I think some people will see, and I think sometimes I've had artists say where urban or African American artists, where people will see them and assume being on television or having your songs played all over would
mhm,
automatically equal to wealth. And
mhm.
for many of us, that's not the case.
No, it's
And so
not.
was there something right away that you noticed in the business? Because I know, for example, they were saying like you'll if they're doing a video for you, if they're doing transportation, all that's taken out before you get a
Oh
check.
yeah.
Is that the case,
Oh
or?
yeah. That is the case. I mean, my first album, Maysa, that came out in 1995, my first solo record, which is we're celebrating the what was it, 25 years next week. Um,
Congratulations.
yeah, it's so cool. August 29th is when it came out. And when we did strings at Abbey Road with a 60-piece orchestra. They flew me back and forth to London and all that kind of thing, and business class and all that kind of stuff. So I had to pay for all of it, the videos, um, the so many other things. But like you said, transportation, all those things are in that thing. So are in the bill for all of this.
Wow.
So I still owe probably like $150,000 to that record company. And before I can even think about trying to get that get any royalties from that song, that record, the whole record.
So wait a minute. So I would think in a business, right? If I'm spending, because it's your money, if I'm spending your
Mhm.
money, do I check with you, Mesa, and tell you this is what it's going to cost? Because if not, that's
Right,
not scary.
right. So that with the rumor that I heard that my album cost at that time back in 1995 was close to $350,000. just to make those songs. And it's
Wow.
been good. That's still one of my most popular records I've ever done, which is great for them. They're making the money. It's still selling, even though it's out of print right now. And I hope hopefully, um, I'm waiting on that clause that they have in the industry now, where after a certain amount of years, you get the masters back. And I think I'm getting maybe 7 or 8 years away, maybe a little bit more. And
What does that mean to you to get the masters back? Just
oh my gosh,
those
that
who
means I can't wait. What that means is that I'm going to re-release the whole thing. Maybe do some things so I can control it. See, if I get the masters, it means I can do some special remixes. I can, uh, package it and put it back out there again. Do like the anniversary album of this, whatever the album came out. I can do new videos. I can do a lot with it if I own it. So that's why I'm excited about that. That's why I have the label now, because everything I'm putting out now, like the song Tomorrow, Loving You Is Easy. I reap the benefits of everybody who goes and downloads it from iTunes. Um, it's only $1.29, matter of fact. And if the more people that buy it, the money comes directly to me, and so that helps me take care of my son. He's in college, so it's a lot. It means a lot to me. I don't have to wait for royalties for people to tell me what they can going to pay me out of what I created. The money comes directly to me, so that's awesome.
So streaming, how does that help you or hurt you as an artist?
I mean, we all know that, you have to stream billions of times to get any money, to get real money out of
Really?
this. And I'm not on that level as an artist to have billions of streams, unless God performs some miracle down here. So that's where streaming is just, in my opinion, just taking the music in a sense. I mean, you pay a little fee for it every month or so, or whatever. But it's not the same as when back in the day people had to go and buy each single, and
Right.
you could see the results from that.
Where do you see the industry going now that they've had this huge shutdown? Where do you see music and artists like you making your money after we get through this?
Oh, after this COVID is over, it's gonna be on like popcorn. We're gonna be going crazy. Like I know I'm gonna probably work every day. As long
Wow.
as our voice works, I'm gonna be working because I think people craving they're craving the live experience. They're craving being out, being with everybody and socializing. And you know, music is a big part of everybody's lives. With music is there for you, the good times and the bad times, and so people want to socialize. They want to do that. So we have to just pray that this is over with soon, and we'll see. I'm just excited because I know that the world's going to open up in a huge way. And right now, I think most of my friends in the industry are preparing for that. Some are putting out records, some are planning shows. Um, some are we're doing things like even now. One thing I wanted to do was try to do this drive-in concert thing, so to keep
Okay.
everybody safe. So
Yeah.
you drive up in your car, and it's you pay. I guess you pay by car or something like that. For everybody in the car pays a little fee, and then you just have the big concert. So keep the social distancing, keep everything safe for everybody. So I'm looking into that, see how we can do that before the summer's over.
That is
But yeah,
exciting.
so yeah, it's going to be fun. I think when this is all over, it's going to be a massive time for music. Um, I wish we could, find a better way to get musicians paid. Not just myself, but all artists. Period. Even the music and movie industry, theater. We're all going to come back hard, and I'm excited about that part.
So for all your fans that are tuning in to this program, what's the best way, Mesa, to support you?
Oh wow! About coming on Maysa.com and buying T-shirts and merchandise, and I have ringtones, a personalized ringtone. I'll sing your name in the ringtone if you want me to. Yeah, I have different things that I'm working on to expand that to the whole thing. So mostly, coming on kitchen karaoke and hanging with me and staying with me every Sunday night. So that's the way I can reach out to you and try to entertain. Right now, that's the best way I can do it.
Now, I've been hearing about your kitchen karaoke. Can you tell me
Mhm.
about that? Because I think I might have to take a part.
Okay. Well, on Sunday nights, 4 years ago, back in March of 2016, I was putting out a new website and I wanted to promote it. So my friend Walter Beasley, famous saxophone player, he told me that this new thing called Facebook Live is out and I should try it. So I did it one night and I was like, okay, let me try this Facebook Live thing. And I sang a little bit and the people kept asking me, so, oh, you're going to do this again next week? And I was like, okay, I'll do it next Sunday. I'll do it again. And then it just snowballed. Like, now we get like 40 to 50,000 people a week watching. It's become a big family. Uh, like the same people every week come in, like they come into my house, like really come into my kitchen. And when before COVID, I had big parties here. They're doing karaoke. We had a special guests come and sing and play music and stuff. And so that's that part I miss a little bit, not having the people in the house here. I do a cooking segment here and there sometimes, and it's been a lot of fun. It's a great way to stay in touch with everybody.
So Maysa, I've been learning all these healthy, as I told you, this is my second week of doing all vegetable meals.
Mhm.
So what do you cook well?
Wow,
Favorite thing-
the most fattening things ever. I do something called chicken ziti,
Oh,
and butter chicken is the Indian dish butter chicken. But
ooh,
I kind of, yeah, butter chicken is a big thing around here because I kind of because the kids in my family, my nieces and nephews, we have an extended family, so everybody's always coming in and out. And I used to make butter chicken, but they wouldn't eat it because it had this kind of like, kind of Indian food is kind of, you have to be kind of it has to grow on you a little bit sometimes. And so I added a few ingredients to kind of like mama it up a little bit, and I did. And so they love it. Now everybody eats it. It's like my signature dish now is butter chicken.
so Maysa, I already hear that I could see a Maysa cookbook.
Okay, that would be nice.
Right?
Yeah, especially my mom. My mom was the cook in the family. She was the chef, so she was excellent. And so I had her recipe. She left me her recipes written in the book, so I might share those too.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
need to find out when you do this book. That is great. I mean, because right now, so many people are looking for a way to connect. You mentioned one social media outlet that allows you to do it. It's got to feel great, and this is a reason why Black Press USA and NNPA is doing this show here, because this is an opportunity for artists to connect with their fans all across
Oh,
the world, all
oh
across the
wow,
course.
awesome.
Because people are really feeling trapped, even though there are more and more people going back to work, trying to resume their life as safe as possible. It's
Mhm.
still a disconnect because there's many
Yeah.
things. I mean, I still wear gloves and masks and shields
Right.
out now just to be safe and to
Yeah.
protect those that I come in contact with. So,
Right.
um, you know, taking part in shows like this just help us to kind of make it through until we
Yeah.
get all clear, and prayerfully a safe vaccine is
Yeah.
discovered and approved to help people. Now, I know you're going to sing one more song for us, but I have to
Okay.
ask another thing. If you were not a professional singer, what would you
Mhm.
do? What else? What else is a part of you that you could fall into career wise?
I absolutely have no idea, and that's the scariest part. That all I know is singing. All I know is making music, and so it's been a I thought of one thing I wanted to do when I was coming up in Morgan, I wanted to teach elementary school. And that's dear to my heart, to teaching kids. I love children, so I would love to teach kids. So maybe that will be on the agenda one
Wow.
day.
And I want to give a shout out to all those hardworking, dedicated teachers
Oh
that
my gosh,
even
yes.
in the midst of this are still, even though schools may be doing virtual learning or hybrid learning, they're still
Mhm.
coming in and subjecting themselves and their families to this. So, my prayers go out to them,
Absolutely.
and kudos, because they are truly not paid anywhere near what they are
Right.
worth.
And that's just totally flipped upside down. They should be paid so much more money than they are. And it's amazing. They should have all kind of benefits, all kind of things. Because teaching kids, especially the unruly ones, that's a hard job in itself. So, and then to do it in a pandemic where you're
Yeah.
scared for your safety and all that kind of stuff, this is like they should never be disrespected at all.
No, not at all, not at all. There's so many things that go through my mind when I'm talking to you. We were talking about
Mhm,
voting, and you were, issuing the call for everyone to make sure that they vote. I didn't
mhm.
get an opportunity to ask you about your thoughts when you saw yesterday's the actual nomination, Kamala Harris accepting the
Oh
Democratic
wow.
Party nomination as their choice for vice president, making
Yeah.
history.
I know. I absolutely. As soon as she said the words, like I was watching it, but as soon as she said the words, I just started crying. I'm like, "What is going on? Why am I crying?" But I know why I'm crying, because it's monumental what's happening right now. It's a beautiful thing. And what I know is that a woman in that position is going to help tremendously. Because I think Kamala, I mean, no matter what, her policies were at a time in her life before, I think right now, I think she knows what's on her shoulders right now. I think she knows, and I think she will lead with love with this whole thing. I really believe that she's going to lead with love with this whole thing, and she's going to help usher in what we were talking about earlier about the whole world changing into just loving and helping each other.
Yeah, that seems to be the focus for a lot of people, especially when they're feeling trapped indoors. So I am going to ask you, is there another song that you can sing?
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
gonna do this. My last album. It's a covers album. It's my third covers album. The first one was Sweet Classic Soul. The second one was Feel the Fire, and now this one, Love Is a Battlefield, where I covered Pat Benatar. So I'm gonna do that song for you right now. Oops, get it right. Yes. Hey, yes. You're begging me to go, making me stay. Why do you hurt me so bad? It would help me to know, do I stand in your way? Or am I the best thing you've had? Believe me, I can't tell you why. 'Cause I'm trapped by your love, and I'm chained to your side. We are young, heartache to heartache, we stand. No promises, no demands. Love is a battlefield. We are strong. No one can tell us we're wrong. Searching our hearts for so long. Both of us know it. Love is a battlefield. When I'm losing control, will you turn me away? Or touch me deep inside? And when all this gets old, will it still feel the same? There's no way this will die. But if we get much closer, I could lose control. And if your heart surrenders, you need me to. Oh. We are young, heartache to heartache, we stand. No promises, no demands. Love is a battlefield. Oh, we are strong. No one can tell us we're wrong. Searching our hearts for so long. Both of us know it. Love is a battlefield. Whoa, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, Yes, we want love to win. Don't we want love to win? Yes, we want love to win. Don't we want love to win? Yes, we want love to win. Yes, we want love to win. Yes, we want love to win. 'Cause love is a battlefield. Right.
Maysa, I can listen to you for hours, and I am not just saying that. I'm sorry. I know I keep saying this. I'm just amazed. You are probably a producer's dream. Like, you don't have to sit there and alter a sound. It's all right there. You walking around carrying a studio in your throat. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, honey.
Oh my goodness. So, that is one of my favorite songs. So,
That's good.
what are the challenges of remaking a song a hit like that? You know,
Wow.
you know?
I think I got great producers. The guys on Jamie Jones from the group Awful One has a production team out in California called the Heavyweights, and they are extremely. I just told them, I said, I want you to do "Love Is a Battlefield." I want to slow it down, and I want to because I wanted to mean to the lyrics. I want everybody to understand the lyrics in the context of where I'm trying to put it, as far as like loving and having the world change with people who are powerful and loving people. And so when they played it for me, I was just in awe. Like like I can't believe they did it. It sounds so good. The track when they played it for me, and so I was really inspired to sing with that the music. They did a great job.
Now, again, we talked about your label, Blue Velvet Soul Records.
Mhm.
Are you looking for other artists?
Not yet. I have to make some money.
I'm
I have
rushing
to
you here,
make
aren't
some
I?
money first. Yeah, I'm putting myself out right now, try to generate some capital so that I can get other artists. Because I really want what I'm going to do on this label is unconventional. I'm going to once I invest into an artist and put them out there, and I make my investment back, maybe a little bit more. I'll find out a percentage or whatever. Then I'm going to give the masters to the artist, so they get them almost as soon as I make my money back, basically.
Hey, it makes sense. And then tomorrow, your single "Loving You"
You
is
is easy. Hmm.
released.
Hmm. Yep. It's on iTunes and midnight tonight, actually.
Midnight tonight. So,
Yeah.
Mesa, I'm getting all sorts of things over here asking about your hat. Can
Oh,
you?
look.
What's the deal with that?
I
I know
know. So
something
the hats have become my thing with karaoke. One night I couldn't, my hair was a mess, so I got on and I just add some kind of bling hat. So now this is the big thing on karaoke, kitchen karaoke, is that I wear a hat every Sunday, usually a bling hat or something like that. And so this one, a friend of mine, one of my sister friends, Tammy, gave me this hat. Uh, she found it in a gift shop somewhere, and it's just fantastic. And one of my best friends, Wanda, I'm sorry if I can find this one. She made this for my birthday. This is my birthday hat
Oh, that is too cute. I
that I
love
wore the other
that.
day. So hats is my thing. I love hats, and
Mason,
so this is my 54th birthday hat. I'm doing every year. Uh,
Mason
yeah,
is
so we wear it. So that's cool.
I
That's how that
love
came to be.
I love it. I love it. So listen,
Mhm,
we have a few more minutes here, and I want to make
mhm.
sure I give you an opportunity to speak to all your fans. I know
Cool,
that
cool.
you've mentioned more than once that you have missed connecting with them, performing for them.
Mhm, mhm.
I want to give you the platform right now to speak directly to them.
Wow. What can I say? The first thing I would say is that I miss you all so much with all my heart. Um, Thank you for 29 years in the music industry. I haven't had to get a real job in all this time, and it's because of your love and support. You coming to my concerts, buying my music, um, and lately everything that you've done to help me stay afloat and help me take care of my son and my family and to keep the music going. So thank you everybody so much. for everything. I'm so grateful. When I was a kid and I was on my parents' basement floor in this house, in the basement, listening to music on an old record player, wondering how I'm going to get from that floor to the stage or to the point where people knew my name and all this stuff. And God has magically and most blessedly put me where I am today. And I'm not a big superstar where people can't. And I'm not untouchable. Where I love touching people. I love hugging and kissing, and I can't wait until our world returns where we can do that again because I miss all of that. I want to make people feel good. I want to leave a legacy of music for all of you who enjoy it and who need to hear music that helps you through your life. That is my life's mission. That's why I've never really chosen anything else that I could do and thought about anything else to do. That's all I've wanted to do my whole life. And so thank you for your support of that dream of mine. And I'm going to promise you that I'm going to do the best of my life for the rest of my life to put out high quality music and music that you can play around your kids and your family and your mom and dad and your elders. So I'm going to do my best to give you the best of me. And thank you very much. And thank you, NFPA, for having me and everybody in Taylor. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
I really, really love it. Did you ever think when you were a little girl in Baltimore, as you said,
And,
in
uh,
the house, that you would be loved by millions of fans all over
and,
the
uh, it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. I don't take it for granted, not one day. I've never taken it for granted, and I never will. And I'm just really grateful.
Well, Mesa, we know that this will not be the end of us getting a chance to talk to you and catch up with you. It's exciting to hear about your label, Blue Velvet Soul Records. We appreciate your words, encouraging everyone, no matter what party you are for, getting out
Mhm,
and voting, making sure their voice is being heard, and then
mhm,
knowing that you have a new song coming out
mhm,
tonight at 11:59. Love
mhm.
You is Eve, which is really really exciting, and
Mhm.
so I really am interested if you end up doing this concert where you can drive, like a drive up
Yeah,
concert.
drive up,
Like
uh-huh.
you have to make sure you reach out to us. I think that's
I
exciting.
will. Oh,
No,
yeah.
we're all looking for something to do,
Yeah.
positive,
Oh,
uplifting.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Really, really exciting. So again, we want to thank Mesa for her
Thank
talent.
you.
Us. We are so excited about what's in store for you. We're looking
Mhm,
forward to your album release sometime. Maybe you said near the end of the year,
mhm,
maybe the first of the year. Music for Your Soul. That's your
mhm,
14th album. Unbelievable.
mhm.
Really excited.
Absolutely.
And thank you so so very much for
Thank
joining
you, honey.
us today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, All right. Until next week, everyone. God bless and bye.
Bye.